Hiya folks, it's Kikoskia here, and welcome back to Let's Play Menzoberranzan. Well, not technically Menzoberranzan, because the game's over. But welcome to me talking about the differences between the CD-ROM and the disc-based versions of the game. Now this did have it released for both floppy disk and CD-ROM, and at the back of the hint book there is a section on the differences that I'm going to read to you. As previously stated, owners of a disc-based version of Forgotten Realms Menzoberranzan cannot experience all the characters, cinematics, and effects available with the CD-ROM product. Therefore, some of the NPCs, monsters, and locations mentioned in this clue book may prove unfamiliar to disc version users. Though a disc version is inherently limited, care has been taken to assure that a quality role-playing experience remains. Players of the disc-based game will find less variety in the war sets used and in the types of creatures set to oppose the party. Wait, it was mostly caves. Oh no, did they take everything that wasn't caves? Oh dear. No voices accompany the disc-based game, and sound effects have been reduced to but a few of those found in the CD-ROM version. The reason for these limitations rests in the vast difference between the capacity of floppy disks and the amount of data which can be stored on a CD. The quests needed to win the game are essentially the same in both versions, with the exception of the Myconid level and the quests associated with it. There are, however, the following differences. In the disc-based game, Vienna Doerden and Malice Doerden look alike, as do Risen Doerden and the average Drow fighter. Among the NPCs, the Centaur appears only in the CD-ROM version of Menzoberranzan. The Sverfneblin, named Vlak Verdling, also appears only in the CD-ROM version. Try saying that name 10 times fast. Both the Sverfneblin and the entire quest involving the Myconid King and the Myconid level are missing from the disc-based game. So no Myconid floor at all! Interesting. In the disc-based game, the following changes in creatures have been made. Umber Hulks are replaced by Hook Horrors. Night Haunts are replaced by Cloaker Lords. Spitting Crawlers are replaced by Osquip. Bugbears are replaced by Gnolls, Violet Fungi are replaced by Shriekers, Ropers are replaced by Europyagi, Lacrotta are replaced by Verbeeg Giants, Fungi Skeletons do not appear in the disc-based game, Darrow Savants look exactly like the regular Darrow, but they do cast spells as Savants. Interesting changes! So yeah, if you played the floppy disk version, much less variety. No voice acting, very few sounds, even less walls, and a whole quest and a whole level that just wasn't there, as well as 2 companions that you can get in the game. Very interesting. And so, when we come back, folks, something new, something different, something that doesn't have such vast differences between the floppy disk and the CD. Fun fact, by the way, originally the creators of Stonekeep Interplay wanted to have it on floppy disks because the guy in charge of the project wasn't entirely sure about CD-ROMs and didn't think that lots of people would have a CD-ROM drive. He was only convinced to go with a CD-ROM when someone informed him that the cost of one floppy disk was the cost of one CD-ROM, and it would take huge quantities of floppy disks to get the game out there. Also, if one floppy disk failed, the whole thing would be rendered completely useless, and that's what convinced them. The more you know, eh? And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.